Hey everyone, this is part 2 of my interview with Anthony Gardner, the author of Stars with Stripes. We're continuing to talk about diplomacy, real-world issues, and what inspired the book. So let's jump back in.
And how do you approach balancing historical accuracy with creative storytelling in your work?
Well, storytelling is really important because you need a narrative thread to keep the interest of the reader. A lot of it can be very quickly very technical in some of the chapters, and I wanted to avoid that for a very simple reason. A lot of very good stuff has been written on the European Union, but much of it is directed to an academic audience. And I didn't want to write another good academic book. I wanted to write something that was both accurate and detailed, but had a narrative thread. So each of the chapters, I try to find a thread, a story, or several stories that made alive the content.
How do you hope Stars with Stripes contributes to the current political and cultural dialogue between the US and the European Union?
Well, here I'm going to sound a bit partisan. We are going to have to, at some point, rebuild. We are, in my view, at least right now, destroying a lot of good work that's occurred over many decades. So the book is, I hope, going to serve as a manual for some future administration. See, what is it that we have done together, what we could be doing together in the future? With stories, I mean, on trade right now, obviously, we're not talking about anything positive. What we're talking about is avoiding an outright trade war. But there's a lot that we can be doing on the positive side. For example, how do we deal with China, which has been abusing the world trading system for a very, very long time? This administration doesn't actually see it that way, but we could be doing a lot together.
And what kind of reactions or feedback has most resonated with you since the book's release?
Well, a lot of programs in the United States have made it a mandatory book for their EU courses. And I was very surprised because there were some programs I'd never heard of. And apparently that's still on the syllabus. So at Tufts University,